Hey, welcome to the top 10 best beers of 2023 as chosen by me, Chad, of Chad's Beer Reviews. Still got this shirt from 2009 or whatever. But I'm trying to keep this to basically one entry per style. Otherwise, it's just going to be all imperial stouts and bourbon barrel quads and things like that. And I try to diversify it a little. I'll put links to everything in the description below, so you'll see if you want to watch the full reviews, and plus all honorable mentions and stuff like that. I'll put my entire spreadsheet down there too. All right, so with no further ado, let's start the countdown, and I'll see you at the end. Cheers. La Petite Prince Farmhouse Table Beer from Jester King, of Austin, Texas. ABV 2.9. Pale straw color. It's like even lighter than Bud Light. It's a little hazy. It does have like a bit of a Brett kind of character. A little citrusy, a little like kind of like green grape, green pear, something like that. It smells like super light. So let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Wow, that is pretty tart. Surprisingly fruity. It has like almost like a lemonade kind of quality to it. I'd probably say like there's slight citrus in there, but again, it's more like green fruit. A little bit of sourness in there. Yeah, for only 2.9%, this has like a ton of flavor. Crushable, refreshing. I really like this one. I'm probably gonna go 4 1/4. St. Bernardis, triple, 8% ABV. Golden color, slightly orange. Off-white, foamy head, it is still sticking around. Pretty big bananas on this one, almost like the banana peel. Has like a spice character, like a clove, so I mean it's, you know, kind of in the Belgian yeast esters. Let's dive in here, cheers. Well, I'll say it is quite sweet for a triple. Orange citrus, almost like frozen orange juice concentrate or something like that. Same banana and clove kind of flavors that I got on the aroma. Pilsner, clean malt base there. All those Belgian yeast esters, slight vanilla. All of these are working really well together. I'm surprised. The actual drinkability is a little difficult because it is so highly carbonated. Gorgeous lacing. That's Belgian lacing. This might be like the best time that I'm having it. Wow, this is really good. I'm gonna go pretty high in this one. I'm gonna say 4 1/2. Gourds Gone Wild from Tampa Bay Brewing Company. Kind of an orangish brown, kind of a coppery color. Would you say this smells more sweet or spicy?
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers to the third time having this. Cheers.
Cheers. It's so good. You mentioned cream soda, and it tastes like a cream soda.
I think it's very vanilla forward. Usually pumpkin beers are like either pumpkin pie or pumpkin potpourri, but this one is a little bit of both.
So you get the vanilla soda. It's very sweet.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of cinnamon on this one. The fact this is only 6% ABV, it just feels like a stronger beer though, doesn't it? How would you describe the mouthfeel and body on this one?
It's medium carbonation.
I'm gonna go pretty high on this one. I'm gonna go 4 1/2.
I'm gonna, after all the pumpkin beers we've had, I think it's the best. I'm doing 5.
Another one from Hardywood Park Craft Brewery, Christmas Morning Imperial Milk Stout with ginger, cinnamon, honey, vanilla, and coffee. 9.2 ABV, 55 IBUs. It's pretty dark brown coming out of the can. Once it's in the glass, it looks black. The coffee is the most prominent on this.
Yep, first thing I smelled. A sweetness.
Yeah, there's kind of an essence of sweetness. It doesn't smell like 9.2, it smells like much lighter.
Yeah, it does.
Let's see how it tastes.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you get like all of those flavors, like kind of at the same time.
Definitely the roastiness from the coffee flavor.
It's sweet up front, so I'm getting like the honey kind of vanilla at first, and then I'm getting like the ginger spiciness, and then it finishes like with the coffee. Those 5 spices are just like totally dominating like that base milk stout there. I would definitely call this one smooth. I don't know if I would call it creamy though. Moderate carbonation. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm gonna go pretty high on this one. At 4 1/2, like 9 out of 10.
So I'll give this one a 4.75.
Lawsons Finest Liquids, Sip of Sunshine IPA, 8% ABV. I mean, it's definitely got some haze to it, but it's not nearly as hazy as most of today's hazy IPAs. Big, frothy, soapy foam. I get pine, but I also get like kind of like pineapple juice concentrate. Let's see how it holds up. Cheers. Kind of like a resiny pine, but also like tropical fruits. This one's actually quite bitter. I just looked it up on Untappd. They said it was 65 IBU. Well, I wouldn't even consider this a hazy IPA. I would just judge this as a double IPA. A nice kind of creamy texture, like slight kind of vanilla or like a rum kind of sensation. I'd call it like piney, probably a little bit more resiny. And then it switches like kind of like on a dime to kind of like a tropical fruit juice concentrate. I really like this one. 9 years ago, I gave it 4.5 back then. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 now. That's like a 9 out of 10. Brewery 𝗦𝗦𝗡𝗥𝗧, Belgian style blonde ale, 9.5 ABV. You could call that like a deep amber, slightly orange, poofy head on there. It's weird. You don't tend to get confectionery aromas out of Belgian beer. Let's see if this is as good as I remember. Cheers. Classic Belgian, almost kind of a soapy or perfumey kind of character to it. I do like that, the sweetness of the malt base there. A little caramel or toffee, like a banana extract if that were such a thing. Spicy hot flavor, medium low bitterness. On the balance, it is quite sweet. The alcohol that is drying it out at the end, so it's like, you know, sweet up front, and then that alcohol, a little bit of hops come in to kind of balance it out, dry it out. So it's a really interesting juxtaposition. I will say it's really, really tasty though. Almost a little peachy. For 9.5, it is dangerously drinkable. Easily a 4.5, maybe 4.75, maybe even 5. Snider Weiss Original Cap 7, 5.4 ABV. Floor is actually pretty dark for a hef. It's almost a borderline 𝗕𝗘𝗥𝗧. Ah, yeah, that smells great. Yeah, it's banana and clove, but to me, it actually smells a little bit more like applesauce. Let's dive in. Prost. Yeah, has a little bit of an applesauce taste to it. Quite bready. Has like a tiny little bit of like a tang to it. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of clove. The banana ester is in there as well. Very weedy, slightly sweet. Maybe even medium full as far as body, medium high carbonation. I don't know if I'd go as far as say creamy on this one, but it is real soft and smooth. Yeah, delicious. It is at least a 4.5, maybe 4.75.
From Infinite Ale Work, West Floridian Christmas, Belgian Abbey style quadruple ale, cranberry, clove, star anise, allspice, cinnamon, and vanilla. 11% ABV, pretty typical quad. Get a pretty big foamy froth. A pretty typical Belgian quad aroma. I mean, lots of dark fruit in there. There's a bit of a Christmas cookie aroma. Let's see if it tastes strong. Cheers. Wow. Definitely a lot of cranberry on this one. Pretty big malty base on here. Starts cranberry bread. Kind of like all those spices and plus like the yeast esters and phenols kind of all come in. This, to me, this is drinking like lighter beer. Like this is going down like so easy. I think like the carbonation helps prevent it from like being kind of sticky or cloying. I would say this is definitely one of the best American Belgian style Christmas beers that I can recall. This is absolutely delicious. Wow. The full 5 out of 5 for Infinite Ale Work, West Floridian Christmas.
Terrapin Beer Company of Athens, Georgia. Wake and Bake Coffee Oatmeal Imperial Stout. The 9.4 ABV, so dark brown that it's black. Oh yeah, this smells great. Huge roasty character, a little alcohol. Cold brew. Also has like a sweetness to it. It smells rather fruity. Let's dive in here. Cheers. Wow. A lot going on there. I would definitely call it chocolatey for sure. Sweet, like from like the oatmeal, and then it is actual coffee that comes in. Kind of a vanilla aftertaste. Yeah, this is actually quite rich. All these flavors are working really well together. The hops that are in there, a little bit citrusy, maybe straight up full. If it's full, it's on the lighter end of full. Carbonation, I would probably put about moderate, but I get like no warming sensation to throat at all, none. I'm thinking about going full 5 out of 5 for Terrapin Wake and Bake. It's really that good. From Boulevard Proper Pour, Imperial Stout, Double Aged in Cabernet wine barrels and whiskey barrels. 12.6 ABV, you know, dark brown for an Imperial Stout. Wow, I'm getting a lot of things coming at me at once. Like, I think like the first thing hit me was like that wine barrel. Okay, so let's dive in here. Cheers. Yeah, wow, that's really good. I would say that's a good name for the beer. The same level as a Goose Island. So much going on here. I don't even know where to start. I would say it is sweet. Chocolate, vanilla at front, a black grape, red grape, black currants. And it almost tastes as if like there's cherry puree or chocolate syrup in here. Subtle bitterness. I mean, there's enough for balance here. Like, it doesn't seem like cloying sweet. Yeah, I am really liking this. This is one of the best beers I've had in a long time. I'm going full 5 out of 5. This is probably the best beer I've had this year. I've had a lot of beers that have been aged in wine barrels and like they really didn't do much for it. This is one of the few beers where that actually works. Hope you like that list. I will have the top 10 worst beers coming up. I'm sure there's a link right here somewhere. Check that one out. And we got a lot of things in store for 2024 on this channel. It's going to be great. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.